for question 2b, we have to solve for the rational inequality. So remember, if we have a rational inequality, what we need to do is, the first thing is to let the right side, all of the right side will be equal to 0. So what we have here is 3 over x, so minus with 4 divided by x minus 1. And then this one will be plus 1, less than or equal to 0. And then all of this fraction, addition between two fractions, we need to find the common denominator so that we can find the values of x using a fraction. Okay, so how to find the common denominator here? So we need to divide with, so multiply x with x minus 1. So this term 3 need to multiply with x minus 1. And then minus 4 multiplied by x. And then this one need to be multiplied by x and x minus 1, less than or equal to 0. So what do we have in the numerator? We have 3x minus 3 minus 4x plus x squared minus x, all divided by x, x minus 1, less than or equal to 0. And then simplify this one. So we have x squared, 3x minus 4x is negative x minus x is negative 2x. So minus 3 of x multiply with x minus 1, less than or equal to 0. And then what we need to do, yes, we have to factorize the quadratic here. So x minus 3, factorize out, x plus 1, x minus 1, less than or equal to 0. So how many critical points we have here? So for the numerator, we have x equal to 3, x equal to negative 1. And then for the denominator, we have x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So for rational, it is advised for you to use the table of sign. So first, sketch the real number line first and rearrange the number following the order. So it will be, the smallest one is negative 1, and then 0, and then 1, and then 3. So we have 5 intervals, less than negative 1, in between negative 1 and 0, from 0 to 1, 1 to 3, and more than 3. So which one should have the equal signs? So remember, the denominator cannot be equal to 0. So for x equal to 0, it should be empty dot. Okay. And then another one will be for value of 1. So for negative 1 can be dense dot, and 3 also can be dense dot. So the interval here is less than or equal to negative 1. In between, from negative 1 to 0, which is 0, negative 1 is include. Okay, so now draw your table of sign following the interval. So the first interval, when x equal to negative 1, this one x equal to 0, this one x equal to 1, and this one x equal to 3. Okay, right? So how many factor we have? X minus 3, and then x plus 1, and then x, and then x minus 1. So the final one should be the multiplication and division between these 4 factor. X multiply x minus 1. Okay, so how do we define for this one? So for x minus 3, what is the we call it as the critical point? X equal to 3, right? So this is dense dot. So we can fill up the circle, and then how can we choose the right side, the positive and negative? So just look at the x. So this is a positive coefficient, so the right side should be positive, the left side will be negative. And then for x plus 1, what is the critical number? It's negative 1. So circle here, does it include? Yes, it's include negative 1, so we can put the dense dot here. So because of positive on the coefficient of x, so the right side will be positive, the left side will be negative. And then for x, so x included or not? So x at 0, so this is 0, so circle here, an empty circle because x must not included in the interval. And then positive x, so the right side will be positive, the left side will be negative. And then for x plus minus 1, so it x plus 1, so the critical is equal to 1. And then because of positive of x, it will be positive on the right side, negative on the left side. So what we need to do, just multiply negative, multiply with negative, divide with negative will be positive. So negative, positive, negative, negative is negative, negative, positive, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, 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 negative, positive here, positive. So because we want the expression of x less than or equal to 0, so we want the negative one. So which part we should use, which interval we should choose? So this one. So what is this two interval? So this is for x less than 0 and more than or equal to negative 1. And another interval will be from 1 exclusively to 3 included. Okay, so these are the two interval that will be included in the solution. So to write down in the solution set, this is how we write down in solution set. About interval, so this is from negative 1 inclusive to 0 exclusive, open bracket. Union width from 1 to 3 included at 3. So this is the answer for the question number 2B.